This is a great question. We've got a lot of hard things going on at once. We've got some trap answers early on. We've got a hard to read passage, but we also have the ability to use some dumb summaries to understand it. So I'm going to read it, but listen to watch what I highlight as I go. I wouldn't be thinking about every single word. I'd be noticing certain things since I'm looking for this phrase, the right nick of time. Awaking in the middle of a prodigiously tough snore and sitting up in bed to get his thoughts together, Scrooge had no occasion to be told that the bell was again upon the stroke of 1. He felt that he was restored to consciousness in the right nick of time, for the special purpose of holding a conference with the second messenger dispatched to him through Jacob Marley's intervention. Conference with a second messenger. But finding that he turned uncomfortably cold when he began to wonder which of his curtains this new spectre would draw back, he put them every one aside with his own hands, and lying down again, established a sharp lookout all around the bed, for he wished to challenge the spirit in the moment of its appearance, and did not wish to be taken by surprise and made nervous. So lots of things I'm skipping here, but notice what we are highlighting. This is going to be there's a lot of stuff that tells us that choice A is wrong, but a lot of people pick choice A because it sounds kind of right. He hopes for a second spirit. Well, they talk about a second messenger. They're definitely talking about a specter, a spirit. So we're talking about a ghost, okay? But he's not hoping. That word is definitely positive, but look at this. He's worried. He's uncomfortably cold. He's afraid of being taken by surprise and made nervous. This is a negative passage. He's not looking forward to this. So hope is the wrong word. The dumb summaries here of connotation really help us avoid that first trap. He anticipates a new visitor. Well, anticipate is a little bit less strong. It's a little bit less positive, right? You can anticipate and be a little worried. And a new visitor, I guess, would still be a second spirit. So someone visiting, a ghost. So maybe that doesn't really stand out as being right because it barely says anything at all. Let's look at choice C and see what happens there. Desires an uninterrupted rest. Well, they do talk about sleep a lot. He's being woken up in the middle of the night. He's afraid of a ghost. And he probably does desire an uninterrupted rest, but they never actually say that. They never say, oh, I wish I could get back to bed. So this is maybe you kind of telling your version of the story and kind of giving what your opinion would be if you were in Scrooge's place, but that's not your task. So don't let your own opinions influence what's going on. We need the lines to tell us. And then choice D, fears sleeping too late. Well, fear is right. We saw the negative, but sleeping too late, no. He's up. He's not afraid of missing some event in the morning. There's nothing too late for what is basically what it comes down to. So this doesn't make sense. B is the right answer. I think it's actually very, very similar to choice A. It's probably like that those two are side by side, 80% the same, but that one word hopes is just kind of taking us in the wrong direction. And so that's why you can't rely on what your brain sees as the same between choices or the same between the lines. We always need to be on the hunt for that problem, the 10%, 20% that's wrong in an answer choice, because that's more important, and that's what's going to help us avoid those trap answers. So if you picked A, you were a little too quick, and you got to make sure you read the other choices, but you've also got to think in dumb summary terms. Just positives and negatives will help you sort through those traps. You'll be surprised how often it really does work.